Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are going to look at the weird and wonderful world of Reddit and the people who inhabit it. Today we've got a particular example from our trance. Now, there's a lot of good juice over there, I can tell you that, and I'm not saying that in an indecent way. Okay, but before I get into this, just like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so we can do this all the time. And trust me, there's a lot of good stuff, folks. A lot of good stuff. Okay, but without further ado, let's just get into the post by Baby Bash 115. What a name. And the title is Legally, Can I Still Go Topless in Public? Legally, can I still go topless in public? That is literally what they're asking, posting there on this entire thing, okay? And so it says, MTF here, I haven't updated license. Where is the line drawn at public indecency? There are definitely guys out there with bigger boobs than moi. How do I spell moi? I feel like the actual legal answer is they can be as big as they want, but as long as my ID says male, I'm considered legally decent. Okay, I mean, just because you get surgery doesn't change the biology, but, if that's true, trans topless bars could totally be a legal loophole. I mean, there's such a thing as trans topless bars? I didn't even know this existed, man. Either I'm just that fucking innocent or this is just one big joke. And then it says update. Don't worry, y'all. I ain't gonna do it. It's cold and icy out here. Stay safe, my northern neighbors, friends, and allies. And then a bunch of symbols. So, as you can see here, this person is asking about going topless. Why do these people always have to think of the most sexually degenerate things to post? They're wondering why people are kind of mistrustful of them and don't trust their motives when they go into public places or even private places, and then they post things like this, which kind of proves the point. But moving on to the comments, which there are quite a couple of over here, and I will just open them for us. Okay, it says by Earl the Red. I don't know. I've heard a story about a trans woman who was trying to get her gender recognized. Were they not acknowledging it, or was she trying to get her ID changed? I don't remember. And they refused. She then went outside and took off her shirt. They arrested her for public indecency. It depends on exactly where you live. Some places are better than others, but oftentimes they'll consider you whatever gender lets them attack you the easiest. So there we go. So even from their public appearance and what they want to be, now all of a sudden it is unfair that they are seen as the gender they want to be. Women typically in public are not allowed to be shirtless. It is against the law in the vast majority of places. That is not abnormal. So this person wants to be treated like a woman, but the second that the cops deal with them being shirtless, now all of a sudden being treated as a female is a problem. So what do you want? Do you want to be treated like a man or a woman? They can never make up their minds, man. It's just the constant victim mentality. And here's another comment. I've heard of a trans woman being sent to men's jail for public indecency after being topless. Hate doesn't abide by logic. Well, this whole thing is illogical because there is no step to take in order to make sense of it. There is no sense behind it because the rules will change one day and to the next depending on what the person's preferences are. They've even said it's our preference. So we can only go by the objectivity of what we see, not of what a preference that we don't know what is in the person's head is. Yeah, content warning for transphobia. Yeah, we're going to make it easier for them to oppress us. Yeah, the same victim bullshit. Okay, and that is it for today, folks. Just one weirdo on Twitter asking about being shirtless in public and whether it's appropriate. It's not even appropriate for men to be shirtless in public, in my opinion. It's different with a woman, obviously, but there we go. This is just a taste of what is on Reddit. So, guys, thank you for joining me in this video, and like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I will see you for many, many more. Goodbye.